At 6:30 a.m., time to get into what the newspaper headlines are saying for today, the 9th of January, 2025. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Daily Trust, the Punch newspapers, the Vanguard newspapers, the Leadership, and This Day Live.
All right, let's get started with some of the headlines right now. Please note these headlines are only read as published and have got nothing to do with Nigeria info. So ensure that in your reactions, you have the facts, the details, and every information that you need.
Hot and fresh off the press, these are the front pages.
On the Punch, federal government 9 billion naira e-border project fails to stop bandits, illegal aliens. Emefiele loses bid to stop $4.5 billion, 2.8 billion naira fraud trial. Ganduje tackles Obi as APC spokesman receives 200 death threats. Unilag misplaced priorities killing education. Court orders for feature of 228 million naira linked to ex-governor Orji. Backbiters behind my kangaroo impeachment, Makinde's ex-deputy. EFCC detains 10 officers for stealing cash, gold exhibits. Tension rises as gunmen kill 18 in Imo community. Air Chief celebrates NAF engineers for reviving moribund aircraft. Lagos teacher arrested for assaulting pupil during lesson. Chinese bank supports Kano-Kaduna Railway with $254 million loan. And that's it on the Punch.
And moving on out to the Daily Trust newspapers on the front page. FG hints at new national carrier may jettison Nigeria Air, ET pact. Nigeria to UN probe Boko Haram's funding and training. Tinubu's 15% inflation target not realistic, according to Adedipe and Rwani. Man 38 charged with stealing 2 phones in Ekiti. NNPC Foundation conducts 1,000 cataract surgeries. China approves for Kano-Kaduna Rail project. 11 killed, 31 houses burned as ethnic crisis breaks out in Jigawa. Telcos will soon increase tariffs, but not by 100%, according to the federal government. How I grew from Almajiri pupil to NNPCL boss, says Melakiari. Offer robbery victims' families sue Kwara government. Saraki Ahmed seek 2.1 billion naira compensation. 18 killed in machete attacks in Imo communities. FG okays $20,000 medical allowance, bulletproof SUVs, others to retiring military generals. Northern elders appoint Professor Jidere as a spokesman. Tinubu approves splitting of NCAT into 6 campuses. Why I'm in race for Anambra governorship, says ex-AMAC chair. And that's a good place to leave it on the Daily Trust this morning.
Moving on now to what The Guardian has got as its headline. Anxiety as execution of federal government's free cesarean section and initiative stalls. National Assembly condemns poor 2024 budget execution, demands urgent reforms. Federal government criticized over jumbo packs for military, politicians, others. Bauchi government budgets 400 million naira to procure 6 computers for SSG's office. No plan to revive Nigeria air deal with Ethiopian Airlines, federal government clarifies. Telcos get tariff hike as federal government receives sustainability report from KPMG. Adedikbe, Bismarck project modest 27% inflation rate by year end. Students stay away in Calabar despite school resumption. EFCC detains, probes 10 operatives from Lagos Command for theft. That's it on The Guardian.
And moving on now to the Vanguard newspapers on the front page, states race to build airports as hunger bites harder. Influx of bandits will be checkmated, says police and Motekun commanders OPC. EFCC detains 10 officers for alleged fraud. 2 Catholic nuns kidnapped in Anambra. Nigeria's passports among lowest in latest global rankings. Global rankings, Nigeria's military drops to 39. Naira down to 1,655 naira to the dollar in parallel markets. APC governors can't do anything about El Rufai's ministerial nomination ordeal, says Governor Sule. Ganduje backs APC spokesman, accuses Peter Obi of libel, incitement. I've received over 200 death threats after my comment about Peter Obi, says APC chief Felix Morka. Okpebolo misleading Edo people on 12 billion naira allegation, according to the PDP. Provide evidence of death threat claim, APC scribe Felix Morka tells Peter Obi. 2025 budgets, FG to spend 60 billion naira on pupils' school feeding. Peter Obi dispels arrest rumor, says he's in Onitsha. FG approves telco's tariff increase. Almajiri children shouldn't be classified as out-of-school kids, says Bashir Ahmed. Northern elders dispel rumors of internal wranglings, say we're united. 35-year-old man steals church's keyboard in Delta. Police raise alarm over rising missing persons cases in Ogun. Cut off hands of corrupt politicians, Sharia law good for Nigeria, says activists. And that's a good place to leave it on the Vanguard newspapers this morning.
Our final stop is leadership. 34 terrorists, 6 soldiers killed in Dambor attack, according to the defense headquarters. Jagba syndrome. Medical doctors turn to AI for diagnosis. Police cell death. Group demands justice for family of Olatunji Jimo. Northern Elders Forum appoints Jidere as spokesperson. Mele Kyari committed to restoring Nigeria's economic prosperity, Tom Polo. Dambor attack. Senator Ndume praises Nigerian Army's resilience, offers support to victims. NAF engineers recreate aircraft grounded for 23 years. Clerics hold special prayer for Kwara governor, hail his leadership style. NAS frowns at poor 2024 capital budget implementation. Terrorists kill 18 people in Imo. And that's it on leadership. Time to get to your reactions. We are streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Please note when you call in, move away from your device, give your name, your location, and go straight to sharing your reaction. Ensure you use good language, good words, and no foul languages allowed. You have 60 seconds. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo and the angelic Gabrielle. How are you? How are you doing? My name is Sabakar calling you from Gogolada.
Welcome.
I greet all the callers, the contributors, and esteemed listener of this media empire called Nigeria Info. Kudos to Nigeria Air Force engineers and scientists and innovators for reviving a moribund aircraft. They should go extra mile. I was shocked of recent when I watched the aviation show by Turkish innovators. Turkey as now as a nation able to build aircraft, fleet of aircraft, more ship, more fleet of different kinds. Ammunition. Turkey is in between Europe and Asia. So we should go many lengths to acquire new innovation, creativity across partnership, collaboration, so that we can project our projects. And the military used to be Almajiri Puti. There are many prominent northerners, even the late Donald Sokoto and Mini Kanu, they are all Almajiri people. But the environment is no longer exist. The current area of prominent people who are politicians has frustrated that opportunity. Thank you. That is where I stop. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Okay, I'm all right. My name is Mrs. Samuel. God so loved me. The 3 phones I'm using, they are all ringing. So I just have to. I watched a video of a teacher beating a 4-year-old child as if the child is because of her challenge in life.
A 3-year-old.
3-year-old, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
See, in developed world, all they know is work and you earn what you are entitled. But in Nigeria, we want to know if you are okay or not. That is why we allow people access to their phone when they are working. The Oga will ask you, ma, you are not happy. Is there any problem? Oyibo does not have that time. If you are sick, they know you should go to hospital, don't come to office, whether it's mental or physical sickness. But here, we bring in that our level, family, into consideration. So what on earth will make that teacher behave that way? The lesson there is, if children are close to their parents and they open up to parents what some, not a few teachers are doing to them, you will know that even this sexual abuse and other things, some of them start learning it, they start doing it from school. So please take it easy. When you are not happy doing what you are doing, don't do it. Second, on the issue of inflation, in simple language, when we were in school, they told us that inflation is when the price of commodity just the wrong, we don't know where the wrong go. It's increasing. When Mr. President said he will try and bring inflation rate from 30 to 15, I called on air and say, to me, I know it's not possible. Now, professional yesterday told us that he knows that Mr. President means well by saying it, but it's not realistic, and that's the truth. Is there any miracle that you do? Somebody will buy a bag of rice for 80,000 or go sell it 40,000? No, except you subsidize it. what is the cause of this inflation? We have to tackle it, not by mere statement.
All right.
Some people say, they know that this year will be better than last year. It's not wishes, it's not prayers that this country. It's reality, what you put on ground. I know small things will improve, but prices of commodity cannot come down. The only thing that can bring down price of commodity is one, this subsidy is gone, we review it. Secondly, improve insecurity so that towards the end of the year, things will start going down. But for now, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's
Mrs.
go on to
Mason.
YouTube and take some of your comments right now.
On YouTube, Solomon Language says, good morning, Nigeria Info. Doing a great job. My name is Solomon, watching live from Angada. Where is that?
Where's Angada, Solomon?
Anyway, thank you for joining us live. Good morning, Sunny Sampson as well. Good morning, Benjamin Frank. He says, kudos to the Nigerian Air Force, but they should do more in the northern part of Nigeria. As Cyril Abbas says, inflation can only be reduced through mass production of goods, fiscal prudence, and responsible monetary policies. Thank you so much for all your thoughts. And now moving on to the WhatsApp platform.
Facebook, actually.
I beg your pardon, Facebook.
Yes. Comrade Ali Musa Kazim says, my own take is on lack of cohesion towards fighting terror and criminal elements. The military needs new strategies to curtail the criminals. While Muazu John Lasisi in Jigobari says Almajiri should not be classified as adult school children. The question is, are they in school or what is being said? Let's call a spade a spade. Maka Rose, these days bullying is no longer students to students but teacher to students. Authorities should look into this matter as it could affect the student's psyche, is what she says. Prince Jeff Chris, the voice of opposition in Nigeria, has been shot, and Peter Obi and ordinary Nigerians are the only voice crying in the wilderness, and anyone, a group of persons trying to suffocate this, will have so much to contend with. Also, Francis and Amani says, thank God it's another Throwback Thursday. Government should come up with more proactive measures towards addressing the prevailing economic hardship, hunger, and insecurity in the country to make lives meaningful for Nigerians, is how he ends his message.
All right, back to the phone lines now. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Gabrielle.
Good morning, you're welcome.
It's Itodo, the Agaba, the one and only. Abubakar from Gogolada, agree to.
Welcome, sir.
I want to talk about, let me use my 60 seconds very well. I want to talk about the Nigerian air, say they have no business with Ethiopian Airlines. But how about that aircraft that they launched, and after celebration, the aircraft disappear? I always talk of United Arab Emirates. They started their Emirates airline with only 2 chartered aircraft. Rented from Pakistan. As I'm speaking to you now, as of 1985, now they have over 300 aircraft. What happened to the Nigerian Airways? And this wasn't that the cheap Nigerian, this aircraft, we couldn't see it, and he's there enjoying with his fans. I pray for our gallant men that lost their life. May their soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning, ma.
Good morning, you're welcome.
Yes, sir. Good morning to the listeners and the caller as well. My name is Zakaria.
Go ahead.
Yes. Melikari is saying from Alamajiri to where he is today. My sisters and the listeners, I can tell you for free, a lot of prominent Nigerian leaders, most especially from the north, go through that route of being hopeless before they become what they become today in society. But how well have they given back to that same northerns that have helped them to become what they are? If you see Al-Almajiri, my sister, in the corner, you see him being so very helpless, thinking of the meal he's going to eat, sleeping outside, no parental care, no love. And the Almajiri of 15, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, some of them have produced more Almajiris. And that is the truth. Because someone will grow up without no parental care. And that is why in South, you see a mechanic learn his artisan, being a mechanic or a organizer or a tailor or a barber will come to north and be successful. But from north, what you could see, like what the governor of Oyo State is saying, no. You see, you leave your north and go to southwest or go to Lagos and be pushing Biro or be selling granite. So is that the kind of society we want? The answer is no. So I'm calling on the northern leader. They should do more for their people. The military talking now, what has he done to his immediate community? Has he built a school to say, this is my locality here? Any school age of this thing, let him come to this school for free. I will buy uniform for him. I will feed him. I will do this. In fact, I will even give the parents allowance, even though it's a stipend.
All right.
The answer is no. None of them, I have not heard of any that did that.
All right, Zakaria.
So the South will produce an industrial, then they will produce the one that will be running around the street. And we say we are equal in the society. The answer is no, they should do more.
All right.
No.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Well, the federal government has announced plans to retake control of the Almajiri schools built during the Goodluck Jonathan administration. And these schools at the time were handed over to the northern states. And, reports have it that they've since been abandoned by some successive administrations. But the secretary of the National Commission for Almajiri and Other School Children, Dr. Idris Sani, gave a bit of insight into what is playing out right now, revealed that the commission is making arrangements to rehabilitate and reactivate the about 157 Almajiri schools across the northern states to address the challenges of Almajiri and out-of-school children in Nigeria. So we'll see how much difference that makes, and hopefully it's taken seriously. But Almajiri is a system of education in which children are sent to live with a teacher at a Quranic school to learn the Quran and Islam. So let's hope that much progress is made with this collaboration and rehabilitation.
All right, let's get to some of your messages on our Facebook stream. Gita Lapang, good morning. Thank you for joining us live. Abdullahi Dan Magaji watching live from Niger State. Good morning to you as well. Mba Ikechuku says, the APC and the PDP are like an association of professors and the National Union of Motor Park people, APC being the latter. Eben Onwokwe says, let Philip, it's actually Felix, not Philip. Let Felix Morka help Tinubu pull Nigeria out of these woods and hardship we're in rather than chasing Peter Obi everywhere. Good morning to you, Evangelist Simon. Thank you for joining us live. We'll get back to your messages shortly, but let's take a few more calls. Good morning.
How are you?
Very well. You're welcome.
Welcome, sir.
I need a copy this morning. No?
You should get one. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for from Nigerian.
Go ahead.
You are not talking.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I say I will be expecting the dispatch right now.
The dispatch. Oh, we got that. Absolutely. Sure thing. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my name is the next president.
Go ahead, Ojo. Welcome.
Yeah, one of the headlines said that the border project, I think about been abandoned. That is a slap to the government. Very bad news. The country that is suffering from insecurity, there is no kind of project to abandon at very point. And I will beg the present administration to look into it. I have been saying it on this radio. If it will take US to build a border between them and to stop the insecurity challenge in their country, I see no reason why we should not do the same here. If you want to stop the insecurity problem we're having in this country, that is the first thing.
So should we build borders? Should we build walls across our borders? Is that what you're saying? Would that help in any way?
We have the capacity to do that. Other countries are doing it.
All right.
Some build fences and put electric issue to it just to solve the insecurity.
Well, for the US, it was about immigration and trying to curtail the number of persons coming from that location which you referenced.
We can do that. The insecurity we have is overwhelming us. You can see army soldiers die in Borno, 24, 34. Cannot be losing to the issue of insecurity.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. We'll take a very quick break right now for the news at 7 and come right back and take more of your reactions right after. Don't go away.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
No send me by cigar.
This is Nigeria Info.